Welcome to the Australian Film, Television and Radio School, more commonly known as AFTRS. It is Australia's national school for screen and broadcasting content and is located right beside Fox Studios. Today, I'm going to show you around the building and all its amazing facilities. Let's get started. AFTRS first opened in 1973 and moved to this campus in Moore Park in 2008. It was specially built to accommodate the requirements of a top film school. We offer a wide range of specialist courses including undergraduate, postgraduate, and short courses for anything you may be interested in and at whatever stage of your career. First off, let me take you into our incredible library. If you need a little inspiration, you can drop into the Jerzy Toeplitz library, considered to be the best screen arts and broadcasting library in Australia, and check out the newest curated collections and displays. While you are there, you can borrow one of the many films, television series, and documentaries contained within the library's screen collection. Also, check out the vast collection of filmmaking books and screenplays the library has to offer. Discover hidden gems like the first films made by some of our most famous alumni, including Jane Campion, Warwick Thornton, Gillian Armstrong, and Dion Beebe. Take a break and grab a copy of the latest issue of our favorite industry magazine, such as Australian Cinematographer, Sight and Sound, and Rolling Stone. The friendly and knowledgeable library staff are always here to support and assist you with your research and assessment needs during your AFTRS journey. Finally, keep your eyes peeled for the amazing events and competitions the library hosts each month. Now that I've shown you where to find the inspiration, let me take you to the tech store to get the equipment to make your own films. This is the production wing of the building. It is where our studios, tech store, and production staff are located. And this is where you can find all the equipment that you might need for your projects and assignments. All the gear here are available for you to book and borrow depending on your course. We have 5 industry standard studios, 3 small and 2 large. This is Studio 2. You can see the wide range of studio lights that are controllable through the lighting board in the corner over there. We have a full-time gaffer and grip on hand who each have decades of experience in the industry. You'll meet them during classwork and they are able to rig anything you might need to make your film. Next door is Studio 1, which is exactly the same as Studio 2 except for one difference, which is that Studio 2 was built as a television studio. You can see those cables going all the way up to the control room, which I'll show you later on. Check out our YouTube channel to see this studio in action. Now, let me show you where the sets are built. Along the walls, you can see where we store our flats, which can create kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms, whatever interior location you might need. AFTRS has a very skilled props and staging team who will support and guide the students, teaching them skills and helping them build their sets and props. They have overseen the building of hundreds of film sets in this workshop, creating believable worlds for characters to inhabit authentically. While we're talking about production design, let me take you to our prop store. Here in AFTRS, we have a wonderful props and costume store that adds layers of life to the set. How you dress the set tells a lot about the character that inhabits the space. Over the course of the school history, many designers have gone out and bought or made their own props and costumes for their films. Often when they finish, they donate those props to the students so they can use them for their own projects. Over here is all of our costumes, from everyday streetwear to uniforms and even a spacesuit. And up these steps is the props room. Whether it's plants, medical gear, books or toys, you will probably be able to find it here. This is where our master's students have their own space to work on their assignments and films. It is an open plan office, so none of our specialists are separated and are able to collaborate and chat as much as they want. Now let's head next door to find the TV control room. As I mentioned in Studio 2, we have our own television control room, where our directors and producers can coordinate with the crew on the studio floor below us. Everything you see here is industry standard and can be found in studios across Australia. We have 25 editing suites, all of which run Adobe and Avid software suites. Each suite has 2 monitors as well as a broadcasting monitor. This is especially important when collaborating with student directors and producers, creating as it is a creative and professional environment. The rooms are all sound insulated and equipped with excellent speakers so you can work on sophisticated multi-layered soundtracks and then mix them for your offline cut screening. The rooms are also large enough to have intimate screenings with faculty and fellow students, before you screen your cuts to a wider test audience in the main theater. Aside from our individual edit suites, we also have our own video post facility, which can take your post-production even further. The editing department makes this intense part of filmmaking process especially productive by providing you with the space, technology, and time to make your films as powerful and moving as possible. In here, we can do anything from digitizing old media formats, do final exports for films heading to festivals, live stream various school events, and color grade student films. These suites include true color monitoring and the full DaVinci Resolve software and hardware tools. Now I'm gonna take you across the building to our radio studios. The Graduate Diploma in Radio produces creative radio and podcast professionals who are shaping the broadcast industry. They are working in radio and podcasting positions in Australia's largest media organizations and winning major awards on national and international stages. This course includes live broadcasts, some of which happen from this studio. It also involves industry visits and placements. You'll use the latest industry equipment and you'll learn from the best. Learning at AFTRS is not just playing in studios and edit suites. Plenty of time will be spent in classroom. But what I want to show you is one of our computer labs where students will learn the basics of the software before getting their hands on booking their own edit suite. This is one of our free computer labs where students can follow along with a lecturer, teaching them Avid, Premiere Pro, Photoshop, After Effects, and Pro Tools. Now I'm gonna take you back to the foyer where we'll head then to the recording studios and the theaters. We have 3 recording studios. Recording Studio 1 is mainly used for music. This is where all the original compositions are recorded for student films. We have had orchestras and plenty of bands come here and record every genre of music for hundreds of films. Through the window is the control room, which has a full mixing desk and surround sound. Recording Studio 2 is our Foley room. It is where sound effects are recorded once filming is completed. On the floor here are boxes full of different surfaces to record footsteps and other sounds, such as gravel, sand, concrete, and steel. And the final room for our post-production facility is our newly upgraded mixing theater. It has an Avid S6 mixing console and the latest Mac Pro. It has 3 Pro Tools systems linked together for complete mixes in Dolby 5.1, 7.1, and Atmos. It is also able to replay Dolby Atmos so that students can listen to cinema releases in a high-quality environment. And the final stop of our tour is our main theater. This is where all of our screenings are held and often class lectures as well. All digital formats can be projected here, as well as 16mm and 35mm film prints. Many industry events are held here, as well as film screenings and talks by notable alumni or visiting guests. This is the end of our tour. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you someday soon.